Tonight, Paul McCartney.
And you'll have no more lonely nights.
Oh, I see what you did there.
On Channel 2, we now have Gardener's World. It's now 8 p.m. and time to meet the Thamesmen.
This is Jim Rockford. At the tone, leave your name and message. I'll get back to you.
You are full of bullshit, my friend. I will sue you for everything you have. I will sue your ass.
Ta-da! Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm not bad, actually. Not bad. I'm George. I'm in Los Angeles.
Hello, George in Los Angeles.
Hello. Who are you?
I'm Alexander, and I'm Marin. That's just outside San Francisco. Only for a little bit more, and then I'm moving.
Ooh, big news.
Yeah, I'm going to move up into Colorado. I'm going to have to get a stick-on moustache and a belt buckle.
That's Texas.
And no, it's
you
Colorado
get big
as well.
bushy tash, don't you?
Yeah. The ones that curl at the end. Like that. And
I see. Yeah.
Got to get rid of the hybrid and get myself a pickup truck.
You need four-wheel drive. You're going to need four-wheel drive.
Yeah.
I
I'm looking
think
forward to it.
I think you should make a road trip movie of your move to Colorado.
Could do. What I could do, if I plan the route, and then I could stop and see any subscribers on the way.
They could give you food and lodging.
They egg me. They'll probably just like throw things at me as I turn up.
I'll be one of those.
If anyone is on the route from San Francisco up there, and they're going to drive down near LA, and then I'm going to drive to Colorado there. If anyone's on the route, come and say hello. And I'll tell you when. It's not for a beer, but it'd be great to meet people.
I'll be there throwing eggs. Excellent. So what are we doing today? Today is a trivia track, isn't it, as we like to call it?
It is a trivia track. Well, first of all, we're doing Paul McCartney, No More Lonely Nights. And if you had a favourite Beatle, what would it be? Who would it be?
Who would my favourite Beatle be?
Yeah.
I love some of the Lennon songs, I mean, I think they all have their moment, but...
They do. But if you had to pick one. Here,
don't make
hot
me
potato
pick.
catch.
Don't me pick. I don't know.
Well, I'll pick.
Okay. Who's yours?
John Lennon. And I'll tell you, this is quite controversial. Thank you to Yoko. Because, if it wasn't for Yoko, who, people don't like...
Right.
A lot of people don't like, and they blame her. But if it wasn't for Yoko, John Lennon, I don't think would have done an amazing career that he did after the Beatles. And his album, the Plastic Ono Band, and a track he did called Mother and he was in primal scream therapy and he's screaming, and at the end. I mean, there wouldn't have been his deep catalogue, I don't think, without Yoko. So I thank her.
I suppose so. And you could also say that George Harrison, what he did afterwards was astounding, and what Ringo's doing now to this day, and Paul, actually all of them. Actually, it's all kind of
Ringo's just getting younger,
weirdly, So, but I said this is a trivia track. So Chris, our curator, who is. He likes to try and trick us or push us. And so this week he's got a trivia track. So he's got a question embedded in his notes for us.
All right.
So
this is 1984, No More Lonely Nights. In 1984, Macca made a movie called Give My Regards to Broad Street. It flopped in a huge way. I didn't know he did that. I did not know he did that. It flopped in a huge way, but the accompanying album spawned a top 10 hit in a large number of countries. Number 2 in the UK, number 6 in the US. Herbie Flowers played bass on it, but who is the guitar player? Herbie Flowers was the bass player. Was Herbie Flowers the bass player that did Lou Reed Walk on the Wild Side, the stand-up bass as well?
Oh, was it? I don't know. You might know that. You'd know that. That's your...
Herbie Flowers bass. Happy Flowers bass. Did he? He's still alive. Walk on the Wild Side. You just chat amongst yourselves.
Right. Okay. Maybe I'll look up who played the guitar and cheat.
No. Let's see if he did. Did he do? If he did Herbie, yeah, he did. He did Walk on the Wild Side.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. But anyway, the trivia question is who played the guitar on this track, and so it's No More Lonely, No More Lonely Nights in 1984.
And we're not going to look it up, and then we're going to guess at the end. And if we don't get it, leave the comments down below.
Yeah.
So 1984. Before we begin, 1984. Tell the people what we got coming up as well, because we've got a lot of stuff coming up.
We've got a lot of stuff coming up. So we are going to be doing a Weed Week, which is tales from the edges of herbage. And for those who can remember, with some stories and things like that, we've got coming up soon. We've got what's coming up? Baby Metal Week. That's going to be interesting. I never thought we'd do that, but that's something that one of our subscribers has put together, and it looks kind of interesting. We've got Joan Armour Trading, Paul Kelly, hopefully another Aussie week, Nightwish week as well, which we always love. So a lot of stuff coming up.
A lot of stuff. And I've been thinking 1984, I reckon the big guitarist in 1984 would have been Gilmour or would have been Dire Straits guy. But let's see.
Mark Knopfler.
Yeah.
Eric Clapton?
Clapton as well.
Clapton, maybe,
Yeah.
So you can't guess before the track even starts.
What I'm doing is putting out there the guitarist so we can listen for their distinctive style.
Okay. All right.
It's like a menu, right?
A smorgasbord of guitarists.
Before you eat, God, we will get on the track. Before you you have the food, it tells you it's like light, caramelized, so I'm just being the menu. I'm telling you the ingredients to look out for, the taste,
what we're going to be expecting, okay. Do you have a wine pairing to go with the track?
Don't be flippant. Let's move on.
Okay, we'll do that.
All right, 3, 2, 1, boom. Guest starring.
Yeah, right, exactly. The name came up.
Yeah.
Broad Street was in Reading, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No wonder the film wasn't a hit.
Is this the whole film?
Yes, right, exactly.
I can wait another day until I call you. You've only got my heart on a string and everything aflutter. But another lonely night might take forever. We've only got each other to blame. It's all the same to me, love, 'cause I know what I feel to be right. No more lonely nights. No more lonely nights. tears to laughter. I will do what I feel to be right. No more lonely nights, never be another. No more lonely nights. You're my guiding light, day or night I'm always there, and I won't go away until you tell me so. No, I'll never go away. Yes, I know what I feel to be right. Lonely nights, never be another. No lonely nights. You're my guiding light, day or night I'm always there, and I won't go away until you tell me so. No, I'll never go away. Don't go away until you tell me so. No, I'll never go away. No more lonely nights.
Hello? Fox, a big blue one.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
That bit, now I know.
Yeah.
What a great track.
That was.
That was really interesting watching the video. It made me nostalgic for the 80s.
I was thinking exactly the same thing. Yeah, it was that because that was our, teenage years, so to speak, and it was just so reminiscent of so many things,
It was also the video. I mean, I'll move on to the song in a minute because it was really well written. But the video that they thought it would look really good with fireworks behind them. and that excessiveness of the 80s.
Yeah, exactly.
And it just felt really, really 80s. And I got there also set in London, and got the feeling of London in the 80s, which was a really exciting place at the time.
Yeah. And it had lots of little interesting references in. Okay, guitarist.
Right. I'm going to look like a dick if I get this wrong.
So am I, because I think...
Shall we? We'll count 3 and then we'll read it out. Ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Gilmour.
Dave Gilmour. Yeah, Dave Gilmour.
Yeah, I think so. That last bit had to be him, really.
Had to be.
Had to be.
The first solo, I couldn't tell.
Yeah, no. It was that last bit where it went... Yeah, it felt like it. Now we'll find out we don't know what the hell we're talking about, but it felt like Gilmour.
It felt like Gilmour, and it also he didn't shred, and like Gilmour, Gilmour takes his time, and he picks out notes and whatever, and at the end, you just got rich Pink Floyd flavors.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're probably completely wrong.
Do we look it up, or do we wait for people to comment and tell us we're wrong?
We'll wait.
Right.
We'll wait. I've also know that he and Gilmour were mates, and there's a really cool photo of them of sharing a joint at some gig and whatever, and so I know that they were mates. I know that from being a Gilmour fan.
Okay, all right, yeah. But anyway, back to the track. I mean, Paul McCartney, like again, what a career, and like, so, yeah, he's a distinctive voice, isn't he? But he just writes great songs.
He does, and he doesn't delve into anything political. He doesn't seem to have any agenda. He doesn't seem to be wanting to, like we're going before, into some primal thing. He's not saying. He's just a really nice guy who writes really great songs.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, I it was interesting. Was that footage from the film that failed, do you think? Or was that just footage for the video?
I have no idea. I've never knew that Paul McCartney tried to make a film.
Oh, no. Well, obviously, if he didn't do very well, that's probably why, It's like...
I'll watch it just for
historical reference.
Or it's because it's a McCartney.
Was he in it, do you think? We got to find out more.
I would have thought he would have been in it.
Okay.
If he wrote the songs. I would have thought that.
There was a moment, they had the bit with the rowing boat going over the weir, and it was like a historical look. The guy in the boat looked a little bit like Ringo at one point. I thought,
it was Ringo.
Oh, was it Ringo?
It had to be Ringo.
Really?
Yeah,
okay,
and also
right.
if you're making a film, wouldn't you might as well just chuck in Ringo?
Put him over the waterfall.
Well, get another Beatle in there to push it a little bit more.
Yeah, well, I wonder if it was. Okay, all right, yeah. Anyway, it was cool. That was a nice touch.
As you could tell, not much knowledge going on here.
Well, you see, that's the point, though. We go into these things with no knowledge, so we can react to them authentically.
All right, put your notes down there if we're complete idiots, and tell us who the guitarist was if we've messed up.
Was that Ringo?
Was that dun, dun, dun. And also, have you seen the film? And is it worth it watching?
Yeah, right, exactly. Is it even available anymore?
Everything's available on YouTube or OnlyFans.
Oh, that's true. Fair enough. Good. Excellent. Apparently. Okay. Yeah. I don't even know what you're talking about. Well, good. Well, all right. So, Chris, thank you for the challenge. Hopefully we've solved it, but send us more. We'll be up for it.
I'm going to look it up straight after this.
I bet you are.
All right.
All right.
Take care. See you on the flip side.
See you on the flip side.